Hey guys, Daniel here for another video. This is my top 10 favorite Disney films of all time. For those of you who don't know or have not seen my channel before, I've been on a real Disney kick for the past month or two. Probably longer than that. Yeah, longer than that. I've just been really getting back into watching Disney films because there was a very long period of my life where I was not watching Disney movies, and the love that I had and still have for Disney films is coming back to me. Kind of like what happened with horror films. There was a very long time where I wasn't watching them, and I just had a real urge to watch them again. It's kind of what's happening with Disney. Kind of ironic, right? But I wanted to do this video for two reasons. One, so I can finally end the Disney craze that I have of doing Disney related videos and stuff for a little while. And then I do want to. I have other films that or other videos and other lists and reviews that I have planned that I do want to do, and I've just been in the mood for nothing but Disney for these past couple months, and that's kind of a problem when you want to do videos that don't relate to Disney. And so I want this to be the last Disney related video for a little while, just temporarily, until I can, get those out of the way, those other videos that I have been wanting to do, and so I can just get them done, and then maybe I'll come back to more Disney. Probably will. And then the other reason was because when I did my Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs Blu-ray review, I forgot to leave a link to the Rotoscopers, their YouTube page, their website, and their iTunes page in the description, and I felt really silly and kind of bothered by the fact that I didn't do that. So this time I will do it. I promise I will leave a link. I will let you check out the awesomeness that is the Rotoscopers for yourself. So yeah. And I thought, what better way to do that than to do a top 10 favorite Disney films list. And so these are the top 10. These are the ones I love the most. I could have done a top 20. I was going to do a top 20, but I did not want this to be in parts. And I knew that if I didn't split it into two parts, it was going to take too long. And I just wanted to do like a maybe 10 or 15 minute video, not half hour long, of me just talking about Disney. I wanted to just do 10. So I'm going to do 10. It was kind of hard to narrow it down. There were tons of films that I love that didn't quite make the list, like Jungle Book, Snow White, Alice in Wonderland, Tangled, Winnie the Pooh, any other ones I'm forgetting, Lady and the Tramp, and The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Those I loved, and there's plenty more that I'm probably not thinking of, but whatever, moving on to the main course, which is the ones that did make the list. And starting off this list is one that not a lot of people think of when they think of Disney, and to be fair, it's more Touchstone than it is Disney, but it does have the Walt Disney stamp on it, so therefore it's a Disney movie in my eyes, and in the eyes of most people, just not at first thought, and that is Nightmare Before Christmas. Almost everyone knows this movie, or if you haven't seen this movie, you at least know the character of Jack Skellington. I mean, this is one of the most marketable characters in Disney history, along with Tinkerbell and Stitch and Anna and Elsa, and this is easily one of the most recognizable Disney icons in pop culture. And it's, even if you're not a Disney, I have a lot of friends who are not Disney fans and they love this movie, and it's because of Jack Skellington and the characters. And I think that's one reason why I love the film so much, is the artistic style, like the atmosphere, the character designs, the characters themselves. I'm a huge Tim Burton fan, and though he did not direct this film, he was a hardcore producer on it. He wrote and designed all the characters. He was in production on Batman Returns, so he was not able to direct this film, but I refuse to believe that he was not somewhat of a supervisor on the film, because when you watch this movie, this is very much a Tim Burton film, even if it is directed by Henry Selick. Granted, I haven't seen a single Henry Selick film other than this movie, so maybe this is kind of his thing, but when I see this movie, my mind immediately goes to Tim Burton, And it's because when you watch other films like his, like even the Batman movies and Beetlejuice and Edward Scissorhands, that artistic direction, it kind of reflected in this movie, and it's very. He's one of those filmmakers when you watch one of his movies, even if he is the director or not the director, you know it's a Tim Burton production just by the way it looks, and this is no different. And I love. Don't get me wrong, this is a great movie. I really, really like the movie, but I love the movie mostly for the style of animation that they went with, the claymation and like the character designs and the way they designed Halloween Town. Um, I believe, is that what it's called, Halloween Town, or am I? Yeah, Halloween Town. Sorry, I was thinking of the Disney Channel show movies, but I guess it's the same name. Uh, I love the look of Halloween Town. I love the look of Christmas Town, and I love all the scenes with Jack and Sally. I, Jack is one of my top five favorite Disney characters. He's up there with Stitch, Mufasa, Wizard Mickey, and oh shit, what was I thinking of? Who the hell was I thinking of? Screw it. I don't remember. Um, the genie. Sorry. Um, Hints at what also may be in this list. Uh, love Jack Skellington. Love the animation of the film, and I love the music by Danny Elfman. Don't get me wrong. I love Tchaikovsky. I agree with you guys. He's a great composer. I like Danny Elfman far better. He's I don't know. It's just there's something about Elfman, and especially with Tim Burton movies, he and Tim Burton tend to collab a lot. That I love Elfman. I take Elfman over Tchaikovsky any day. And this film really benefits from the Elfman score and the music. Uh, what's this? There's color everywhere. What's this? There's white stuff in the air. This is a beautiful movie. It's repulsive and everything. Like the characters are very. I guess when you're a child, because this movie really scared the hell out of me when I was a kid. So watching it at the age that I'm at now, um, I look at these characters and I think it's beautiful. I love the way they look. I love the way they are. I love their everything about these characters. I love them, and I mean that's really all I can say. Nightmare Before Christmas, everything it works. This movie is really, really good. I think this is it belongs in everyone's top 10 for Disney films, but I kind of understand if it's not, because I mean this is a much darker film than some Disney films are. Well, I mean, if you look at Hunchback, or even The Black Cauldron, there are darker Disney films, but the animation style of this movie may be a little too much for kids. I only say that because it scared me as a kid. Yeah. Wow, this video is already at over 8 minutes, so I'm going to try and hurry with the rest of these. I want to say what I like about each one and move on. That took too long. Number 9, The 101 Dalmatians. I am sad to say there are only 2 movies in here that Walt Disney himself was involved with, this being one of them. This is the first film that the first Disney film that used the Xerox process, which was a very good move. I think that was definitely a wise decision, and it became a staple in Disney films for years to come. I love the character of Cruella de Vil. She's one of my favorite Disney villains. I can't help but think that she's like a distant relative to Yzma from Emperor's New Groove. That's probably just me. I see so many similarities between the two characters that I think it's a possibility. I love the narration in this film by the main dog, Pongo. I love the contemporary the time that the movie is set. I mean, this and Lady and the Tramp were like the first films that really took Disney from being fairy tales and often faraway lands to being in modern civilization. And I could see that there probably was a lot of doubt whether or not that would work. I think it did, and it's worked ever since, for the most part. And 101 Dalmatians is a true masterpiece. My second favorite film that Walt Disney himself was involved with, and it's number 9 on my list. Number 8, Lilo and Stitch. When I was a little kid, I loved the sci-fi elements of the film. When I watch it now, I love the sci-fi elements, and of course, I love Stitch, and I love all the action sequences. I love the music. I love rock. Of course, I love Elvis. But I think when I watch this movie now, what really sticks out to me is the human element. Like the scenes like between Lilo and Nani and Cobra Bubbles, one of my favorite side characters in any Disney film. He's really cool. He might be my favorite character in this movie aside from Stitch. But there are some really good scenes in here. There's a scene in here, like, kind of in the middle, towards the end, kind of between Lilo and Nani. I won't say anything. It's really beautiful, and it had me emotionally invested and almost had me in tears. It was a very touching moment between the two of them, and I think this is a film that perfectly blends sci-fi and action and chaos with very emotional and very deep elements, and very, very real, very realistic elements of real life. I mean, this kind of stuff, not the sci-fi stuff, but like, the broken home, the dysfunctional family, that this is all very real, and I think Disney pulled it off perfectly. Lilo and Stitch is a wonderful movie. I think everyone's seen it. Everyone knows who Stitch is. It's kind of like with Nightmare Before Christmas. Everyone knows who Jack is. Lilo and Stitch, everyone knows who Stitch is. And I think this movie probably had the best animated cartoon series on the Disney Channel. It was really, it was a blast watching that as a kid. And I really want American release of that show. Like, just one big box set. Get all the episodes. It's a great show. Check it out if you can. Lilo and Stitch is a great movie. Strongly recommend it. Number 6 is Frozen. Wait, no. This is number 7. My bad. Number 7 is Frozen. I know we're all tired of seeing this movie. It's everywhere. The music has been played to death, though I love the soundtrack, except for Olaf's song, the summer song. Hate that song. Everything else is great, even Let It Go. I love the music in this movie. I love the characters. I will admit, when I first watched this movie, I hated it. I was going through a phase of my life where I hated everything that everyone loved. Though a lot of that stuff I did genuinely hate, and a lot of it I still do hate. I watched Frozen, and I was just thinking to myself, you don't like this, you don't want to watch this, no, you don't like it, And really, I kind of was liking it, and I loved the music, and I knew that I was going to end up watching this movie again. And I wanted to watch this movie again, and I did, and I loved it. I loved it upon seeing it again. I've seen it multiple times since then. It gets better every time I watch it, and it gets better every time I think about it. This is a movie I love to watch, and I love to think about. I love it. I can't wait for Frozen 2. I am so excited for that movie to come out. Frozen, I love you. You're a great movie. Second favorite film of 2013, and it's number 7 on my list. Alright, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and put this into parts. So, yeah, here we go. Number 6, the last film in this part, is Fantasia. Yeah, this is VHS style. Not even good VHS, like old video store rental. Like, you remember this? Oh, it's upside down. Can't read it. There you go. Yeah. From a closed down video store. I don't even think it's from Montana. No, it's from Missouri. Yeah. However the hell this surfaced in Montana, I'd love to know. Fantasia is my favorite film that Walt Disney himself was involved with. I love the music, though, obviously, I'm a big metalhead. I love rock and roll, I love hip-hop, I love country, I love synth music as well, and I really have developed a strong fascination for it. with films like Fantasia and Clockwork Orange. I've grown to like synth music. I don't know, it's weird. Fantasia. What can I say about this movie? I mean, it has beautiful animation, it has amazing music, and when I say Wizard Mickey is one of my favorite Disney characters, this is what I'm talking about. Wizard Mickey from Fantasia. Not even for the character himself, just for the design, like the way he looks. I love the hat, I love the gown, I love the shoes. I love it. I love that design of Mickey. That's probably his best look. And Fantasia is an amazing movie. It was in the AFI's 100 list, but they took it down. At least it made the list. Very few animated films have yet to make the list. Fantasia was one of them. That's right. Fantasia is a great movie. It's my favorite film that Walt Disney himself had his personal touch on. And there you go. Number 6. Thank you guys for watching. We got through the first, or the bottom half, being these 5 right here. And in the next part, I will go over numbers 5 through 1. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all then.